I need to show you what I'm wearing. After this, I'm gonna go and have like brunch alone. Having done a solo after church breakfast or brunch. I didn't finish my coffee. No, I finished it, but it took me long. So this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this dress. It's an old dress. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm not wearing earrings, and I don't have time to go back and check it out. This bag is from, where did mom say? Bali, I think. Bali or Thailand, one of the two, I can't remember. Then I'm wearing tackies from Steve Madden. They are old, but I still like them. I wanna buy new ones, but I keep going to Steve Madden. They are painful, but they are very nice. So I'm in between, and yeah, and then I'm carrying this just in case it's cold. This is my local church where it's very close. Okay, let me switch it off before I get copyrighted. But let's speak about gratitude in the house. Hi guys. So I just came from church. Well, not just came. Church was like done by 20 past 10. And what I did was after that is just finalize editing and uploading my blog, which I started writing yesterday. And thereafter, I'm here. I'm here explaining to you guys why I actually decided to come back to the house before going straight to the branch that I said I want to take myself to. First of all, I realized I'm still so full. I ate cereal at, I think it was like 8:30, because at that time I was like, don't go to church. So I took a shower, then I decided to eat, and then I was like, I'm too tired. I'll join the online church, I'll do this and that. The devil was just like, you're not gonna go to church today. In as much as it's always an important day of obligation for you, you're not going because come on, it's not that serious. You can do it online. But yeah, no, by 9, I was like, let me just get dressed and go to church. Church starts at 9. I live very close to church. So I was like, okay, it's literally less than 5 minutes to get there. Anyways, I go to church and it was nice. Also, we have All Saints Day coming. So if I didn't go to church today, I don't know if they're still going to be issuing envelopes for like the praying thing that we do, like all the reposal souls of our families and whatnot. So I was going to miss out on that. And I always like doing it, especially for like my dad and my grandma. Well, both my grandmothers and grandfathers, but it's mostly like for my dad. Anyways, this is not what I wanted our Sunday talk to be about. I wanted to speak to you guys and have a conversation on around gratitude. When was the last time you actually sat and realized how far you've come? And actually, after realizing, being thankful and grateful for God has actually carried me and I'm living in answered prayers. It's one mistake we do. I'm guilty of this as well, where I don't sit and say, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened to me. To an extent that I always say I've never really taken proper leave after my finishing my degree. Like I've been working since the 3rd of February 2020. Leave, December leave is not leave, guys. It's always something I've never taken time to say, I'm about to spend this whole day just resting in what God has done in my life. I got to do something similar to that yesterday. Well, I was mostly just lazy. That's where the idea of writing this blog actually came from. I got to sit yesterday. One thing I did 2 months ago or this month was get someone who actually helps me with cleaning in this house. because I was spending Saturday cleaning, Sunday ironing my outfits for the week, and it was getting tiring. And I was like, I'm at a place where I can get help. I'm at a place that I actually can hire domestic work, and I did that, and I'm happy with that decision. I have someone who cleans my place, irons, prepares me for the week, and I get to sit in gratitude of that to say, look what God has done. I'm able to do this. So I'm really happy for that. And I also sat and reflected on how far my career has come. I always do these videos here, but I never really, like, I always do videos of reflecting as to where my career has come, but I've not sat and actually say, God, thank you. This time last year, the only thing I was praying for is to survive a day at work and pay my bills, because that's what work had become. It was becoming a place where you spend the whole weekend anxious and praying that I hope nothing goes wrong this week. I hope none of these clients say something that will put me in a position where I'm questioning if I actually even like practicing law. That's what I was praying for. I was at a point where I'm like, if I don't get a job by December, or I actually said by February. If I don't get a job by February, I don't know why I pushed myself so February. I should have said December. But I had this weird belief that February is a time where most firms hire, and I think I was correct, but I think I limited God in that. Anyways, that's a different story. But I had said, if this doesn't happen, I'm just going to have to leave practice. But right now, 360 moment, I get to run a firm that I didn't have to start from scratch, because that would have meant going to start my own firm and probably be so anxious as to where do I get clients. But I got something that I think God had prepared for me that is already on the ground running, and I get to run it the way that I want to run it. But obviously, I'm a partner, not just a sole practitioner, and it's good. It's good, and I love that. And I got to be in a place where I actually like going to work. I actually like doing my job. Obviously, there are certain matters that one makes one anxious. There are certain matters that make one nervous. And there's always those certain clients that you're like, I'm about to terminate your mandate now, because what do you mean? Or sir, what do you mean? Because you are really stepping on that. But I'm grateful that I'm at a position where I can be in a decision place of saying, no, I'm actually terminating this mandate, and it's good for me. Anyways, that's how life has been set up right now. And I'm grateful for the job. I'm grateful to be able to be consistent on YouTube. Obviously, I'm missing a few days there and there, but that's because life happens. But I get to actually do these things, and it feels good. And I also get to actually live in a different province, because I was even thinking of those things, and I was like, will this ever be possible? And yeah, man, I'm not in a rush for anything, because this thing of life, we do it in a space, in a time of what's next, what's next, who's next, what's next, who's next, what's next, what are we doing next? You get married, the next thing, okay, so are you planning? But the pressure of the next, I don't even think they actually sat and say, we just did this huge ceremony that we've been planning, and it was a success. God is good. Myself as well, just got admitted the Monday I was back at work in 2023. Monday I was back at work, like nothing big happened. So remind yourself every time that something big just happened. I just passed my driver's license. Yes, I don't have a car, but something big just happened. I have this, and it's likely going to be with me for life. I have this thing. I just bought myself my first apartment. I'm never going to have my first apartment ever, even if it's just a back room, even if it's just a And I don't like the word just, even if it is a bachelor pad, but it's your first apartment. Sit in that and say, I prayed for a time where I wouldn't hear noise in the house. Because I remember when I was living Wamashu, one thing I always prayed for, I can't wait to actually live in a place where I will not live a luxury. That's why I was very adamant when I moved to Durban that even if you'll say it's 2 rand, I'm not going to live a luxury. I lived there and I prayed and said, never again. So remind yourself every time when something happens that this might be my never again and I must be grateful for this. I think I'm going to end the video here. Now that the rain has stopped and I'm a bit now, I think also after obviously partaking in communion, you usually get full. Well, me, I usually get full for like an hour or so, and I'm like, okay, I need time to eat. That's why I hardly go immediately after to eat. I sometimes go for coffee, but let me go to. I want to try bootleggers here in Ridgeview and see how it goes. And yeah, have a blessed week and don't push yourself too hard. Sit, be grateful, and thank God for the answered prayers. Do read my blog because what I'm speaking about it's more refined and explained properly in my blog. It is linked in the community post, and I'll link it in this blog as well, in this video as well. Love you lots, and I'll see you next time tomorrow.